Extreme heat returns next week. The Metro Action Commission is giving out free AC units just in time. Applications are now open through August 31st, but only for Davidson County residents who qualify. That is, people who are 60 or older, or households with at least one child under 5, or an adult who's disabled or handicapped. There are also income requirements. You can find all of that on the MAC website or through WSMV. It's a really great program they have there for energy assistance and keeping people safe, because we've got triple-digit